Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. I hope you guys are good. In today's video, I'm going to be doing a preview for the game against Villarreal tomorrow night at 6 o'clock. So yeah, obviously big up to the guys that will be watching this, and I'll be giving like a line of players that I want to see, predictions, all of that stuff. So I hope you guys can join me today and we can chat about that for a little bit on my channel. Obviously pick up to the chat as well that will be watching this. And yeah, please obviously like and subscribe before we get started, and I hope you all do enjoy my video today. Obviously we have had quite a few different lineups for different games, but I think for this one, I am excited to see who is going to start, who we are going to see feature in this game. So yeah, I'm really excited for this game. Obviously guys, I won't be here tomorrow to do a watch along, but I will be watching the game. I'm really excited to see how we all do in this game as well. So yeah, I'm really excited for this one. Big up Lavin J, I hope you're well. Good to see you here in the chat. Big up to the chat, of course, and those that will be watching my show today. Of course, send in any questions you guys have for me as well. If you want me to answer any questions, then of course send them through, and yeah, I'll be happy to answer any questions you guys want for me. But like I said, I will be doing a match preview today. I'll be focusing on that game tomorrow, but if you guys have any questions for me, then yeah, send them through. And please guys, make sure you are liking this video and subscribing as well before we get started. So yeah, like I said, lineup wise, I think we all know the players that we all want to see. I do want to see Gyokeres starting this game. I think it would be nice to see him maybe get 45 minutes, see him get a bit of game time in this game. I think it would be good to see him start, to be honest with you, but I don't think that'll happen. I hope we all see him start because I think he does deserve a chance to prove himself as well. He didn't get much of a chance, to be honest with you, in the other games, so I feel like this would be a good chance now for him to get a chance. Obviously big up to chat, big up to Levin J, big up to all of you guys that are here. I will obviously wait a minute or two before some of you do join in, but I'll give you like my lineup that I would like to see, and then obviously you guys can let me know who you'd want to see in the game as well. And yeah, big up to all of you here. Like I said, I'll probably let you know when I'll be back as well, because I will be doing like a review on the game as well. But yeah, I'm really excited to see how we will do. It feels like ages since we've last played, so yeah, I'm really excited for this game. There's about 10 of you in here now, so I'll start giving you my predictions, like my line. I'll go for the lineup first. To be fair, I'll go with the lineup. Obviously for this game, I mean, it's still a pre-season game, so I don't think we need to put anything too strong. I think it'd be nice to just try new things or see how strong we can go out in this team. But yeah, for me, obviously, I would pretty much like to see Gyokeres up front. Whether that's just 45 minutes, whether that's, I don't know if you'd come on. I feel like it's more likely to come on in the second half, to be honest with you. So I'm not going to be surprised if that is what ends up happening. But yeah, I would love to see him come on, whether he's starting, getting a bit of game time. So for me, definitely Gyokeres for me. I want to see him start. Now on the bench, we have got a lot of players. Madueke, I think Madueke is going to be available for this game, so I'm interested to see if he is going to be a starter. Is he going to be coming off the bench? I probably predict he'll probably come off the bench because he's not had much game time, and I know he's been in training, but he's not had much game time, so I don't think we're going to just play him straight away. But I would be interested if we actually were going to do that. So yeah, I would probably play maybe Trossard on the left. Obviously, it's really difficult because I have no idea what's happening with some of these players' futures. I would probably say Trossard on the left, Gyokeres up front, and obviously on the right you have the likes of Martinelli, Saka. I'm not too bothered who we play there. It'd be nice to see maybe Martinelli get a bit of a chance, but yeah, I think it'd be nice to see Saka get a start as well. I think Saka, I'd like to see Saka start, and I think Martinelli should get. And I think Martinelli, I would love to see Martinelli get like 45 minutes or 30 minutes. I want to see a bit more of him, but yeah, I'm really interested to see how this lineup will go for us, how we will do. I just wanted to read out this. My prediction lineup for tomorrow is Raya, White, Masquera, Kivior, Lewis Skelly, Zubimendi, Norgard, Odegaard, Saka, Gyokeres, Madueke, and second half changes. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if that is what happens, to be honest. I think we are going to make quite a few changes in the game, especially in that second half. I think we're going to see quite a few substitutions. Like I said, we are rotating a lot. It's pre-season. You do want to see quite a few changes in these moments. So, of course, I'm hoping that we do make a few changes. So, like I said, I would love to see, in an ideal world, I would love to see Madueke start, but I'm not sure if he's going to start. So, I'd probably say, let's go for it. Let's see Gyokeres, Madueke. Yeah, I don't know if we're getting rid of him. I just really don't know. But the problem is, I don't really want Martinelli to start because he's been so predictable. So I generally don't know what we're going to do. But yeah, I would like to see. Let's go for Madueke on the left. Obviously, Saka on the right. Gyokeres up top. The midfield, I do agree with you what Lavin J said. I do think we should try and see what Zubimendi, Norgard, obviously Odegaard. Odegaard's been doing really good recently, so I feel as though it would be a good shout to see him play as well. And yeah, obviously, defensively, I'd probably go with obviously Raya in goal. Yeah, Ben White. I think Mosquera, I want to see him as well. Kivior, yeah, there is Skelly or Calafiori. I don't think Calafiori has been in training, so I don't think he'll be starting. And I hope he's not injured because it wouldn't surprise me. It'd be such a him thing to do. We've had many injuries with him this season, so it wouldn't surprise me if he had another injury as well. But yeah, I think with the game, I would like to see. I'd go for that lineup as well. I'd probably make a few changes, maybe Declan Rice to come on as well. But we have to remember it's not a league game. It's pre-season. It's just about building minutes up and fitness as well. But I think you look at the game this season against United. I think if we're going to start Gyokeres, you just have to get some minutes. You just have to build up that as well. So yeah, I would definitely go for that. I'm really do. Do you know what, guys? To be fair, I do feel excited about Madueke. I do want to see more of him. We've not seen him at all, so I don't know what he's going to be like. He could be so much better than what we think. He could, might take him time to gel with the team, but I would definitely start him. But I'm not sure if I would start him. That's my only concern. But I would like to see him get a chance. I really would. I think it would be great to see him start in this game. So yeah, obviously I'll read you my lineup again, guys. I would start with obviously Raya, Ben White, Mosquera, Kivior / maybe Saliba, but I think Kivior. I don't know what's happened to Kivior, but obviously it's always nice to see him play. I think he does really good. And obviously Lewis Skelly. I think Calafiori might still be injured. Obviously Zubimendi, Norgard in midfield with Odegaard in the attacking midfield position. I think with Odegaard, he's done really good, so I don't think he'll be dropped. I think he'll continue to play. And then obviously Saka, Gyokeres, Madueke, or maybe Waneri or Saka. I don't mind who plays, but yeah, interesting to see. In the second half, I would also give Max Downing. Yeah, definitely. I think in the second half, like obviously with the lineup that I've read, if that's what I'd put out, I would probably like to see Waneri in the second half. Obviously, I'm not too fussed Waneri, Saka, whichever one of them plays. Like I'm not bothered really. I think it's just about giving them minutes really. So obviously, yeah, we want to win these games. That's the thing, because you don't want to just take off all your best players and rotate too much. You do want to win these games. It's about performances. It's about improving every week. But yeah, I would definitely see Max Downing. I want to see Waneri. Trossard / Martinelli. Depends really, obviously, what happens there. Declan Rice, of course, and then maybe Saliba. Yeah, just whoever's available. I don't know what Kepa's situation on that is. I know he had a minor injury. I think he's okay, but yeah, Max Down definitely, maybe Molly Salmon as well. These young players, give them an opportunity. But yeah, obviously that lineup I said, I'm not sure if Arteta would do that. My worry is like I feel like we won't start Gyokeres because he only had 10-15 minutes, but he needs to be a starter in this team, especially the first game of the season. So I'd personally build up his minutes, give him the first half, see how he does. If he wants to play a little bit longer second half, then do that. But yeah, I think Madueke would be great to see. Obviously, it'd be great to see our attacking line, how they do. The midfield as well. I know we've spoken a lot of times about the midfield, how that's going to do. So I think it's always important to have these conversations about the midfield. And yeah, obviously, I know Declan Rice will probably be playing with Zubimendi, but I think it's good and important for Norgard as well to get minutes as well. So yeah, we could see Declan Rice and Norgard. We could see Declan Rice Zubimendi. So yeah, I'm interested to see what Arteta will do in midfield, how strong he's going to go. But we have actually gone quite strong, to be honest with you, in these games, and it's always good to rotate players. And obviously, pre-season's about players getting minutes, so we're going to see a lot of rotations in the second half. The only bit of criticism about Arteta was, I think last week it would have been nice to see some changes happen a little bit sooner, but I am interested to see how we are going to get on in this game. So yeah, that is obviously my lineup. Feel free, guys, to comment down below your lineup as well. I cringe big time when you say Noni on the left. He's really pants and has no goal and contributions from the left for Chelsea. Not as bad as saying right on the left. Yeah, but at the same time, Ronnie's not going to play on the right. I'm sorry, but he just won't. Saka's on the right. He's not going to get in over Saka. And he's not going to get in over Neri. So the only place I see him in is the left. And I think at the same time, if he was the backup to Saka, then that would be very unfair for Neri because Neri plays there. I know Neri can play in the other positions in the attacking position, but I just feel as though it wouldn't be fair. So I only see him playing on the left. I mean, he may play on the right, I don't know, but we'll probably find out tomorrow anyway. Big up Andy. It excites me that we've got a CB2 do. Hopefully he can feed Gyokeres the ball. He's got electric pace. Yeah, I'm hoping that we are going to see him both of them start tomorrow, because I think you need to have an idea of what these players are going to be like, and you need to build these connections on the pitch before the season starts. So hoping, guys, we're going to see some connections being built on the pitch in tomorrow's game. And I do want to see Gyokeres start, and I want to see Madueke start, because I'm interested by both of them, and they've both, like, Madueke's not getting minutes, and I do want to see more of these players that we brought in. Obviously, pick up the chat as well. Appreciate all of you that are here. Please, guys, send in any questions you have for me, or send in your thoughts about the game tomorrow, how you're feeling, your lineup, etc. And of course, guys, please don't forget to like and subscribe as well. Big up to Sake, let Noni start. Big up Sake, obviously if you're new here, welcome to my channel. And of course, guys, don't forget to subscribe. But big up yourself. Yeah, I think Madueke will be starting tomorrow, to be honest with you. So I think we'll get our way. Big up 11J. We need to see what Madueke can do, whether he's a flop or not. Yeah, we need, at the end of the day, we need to give him time, don't we? I mean, in the season, when the season starts, it's going to take a bit of time. It's not going to just score overnight. He's not going to score in every game. He's going to have to take time to adapt. So I do hope we give him time to adapt and get used to things. So for me, I do want to see him do really well here. And yeah, it's all about giving him time and being patient as fans. And hopefully Madueke does really well. My team is Rygaard, Whiteguard, Kivior, Musquera, Skelly, Norgard, Odegaard, Saka. Big up to Ammon. Hi, so I'm happy to see you back. I'm sorry I didn't give you. Oh, don't be silly. It's always good to see you here. I know people are busy. I go live whenever I can, really, but always good to see you guys here whenever any of you join. Football locker room banter. Gyokeres needs to play. Big up to yourself. Hope you're well. Good to see you in the chat. Yeah, Gyokeres needs to. I mean, we've not brought him here to be on the bench. He's come here to be a starter. So for me, we have to start him in this game. Absolutely, I hope we will do that, because ultimately he's amazing, and we have to give him that chance. And yeah, we have to start him. Why not go for it? Why can't Saka play on left? Well, to be honest with you, right, I'm not saying he can't play on left, but I feel like for me, Saka is our right winger. He's proven he's good there. So I don't think he should compromise for Madueke. I get what you're saying. He's not usually played. Madueke's not usually played on the left there, but ultimately Arteta's brought him in. So if Arteta's going to play him on the right, I will be quite surprised, because that's Saka's sort of place there. I don't expect him to play on the right as a starter. I expect him to play on the right if he's a rotation player. If he's going to be a starter, he play on the left. I don't think Saka should have to compromise. If Saka's happy on left, Saka does really good on the right. So I would keep him there. And I think if Son does well in a certain position, I don't think you should have to change it. But I think the good thing about Saka is he's quite flexible in these things, a versatile player. Saka has played in many different positions before. So I'm sure Saka would play anywhere, but I don't know. We're going to have to see what happens with Madueke tomorrow. But I do I do expect, to be honest with you, for Madueke to start, Saka to start, Gyokeres to start. So yeah, I'm interested to see how we're gonna do tomorrow. But yeah, really excited for the game. I think it's gonna be really exciting to see, obviously, how we get on in the game tomorrow. And yeah, I'm totally up for this game. And obviously on Saturday we play as well. I'll be doing a watch on for that game, guys. So I'll be back then as well for that game. Yeah, I was so basically going back to, I'm not ever saying it's like I can't play on the left, but I'm just saying, why should he have to compromise? Like, why should he have to change anything? If he works there, I think he should stay there. But like we said, I mean, do you know when we signed Madueke, I was under the impression that Madueke would be on the right. But then, as I've been watching people and what they've been saying, and the more I think about it, Madueke has come here to be a starter, I do believe. I don't think he's come here to be a bench player. So I feel as though that he's going to be a starter somewhere in the team, whatever he is. Also, guys, I'm sorry if my internet is a little bit laggy. I do apologise. Big up to the chat also. I just want to read out your comments. Big up Waziar TV. Sorry if I pronounced your name wrong. I really do apologise. We love you from Tunisia, Africa. Oh, thank you so much. I always say it's love to hear where you guys are from. Thank you so much for obviously your comment. And obviously, guys, I know there's a few of you that are new here, so please do make sure you like and subscribe as well. I always love seeing your faces in the chat, so big up to yourself. Thank you so much. Smash the like and subscribe, Arsenal supporter. Thank you so much again for your support. I really appreciate it. So I'm not saying Saka can't play on the left. We might see changes next season with that, but I don't see him changing. I don't think he would. I just don't see it happening. But listen, I'm interested to see if he would do that. Let's just see what's going to happen. So yeah, let's just see. There is a shift in the Premiership away from inverted wingers, mixing up with both conventional and inverted wingers. You could be changing it, or you always want the opposition guessing. Yeah, and that's a good point, because if we actually if we switch the wing, say Saka was on the left and Madueke played on the right, you are right. People would probably struggle to predict what we're going to do. And obviously that's a good thing, because we look very predictable. We need an element of our game to change where we look exciting to watch. So I think obviously that wouldn't be a bad thing at all. Like I'm sure it would be good. But like I said, do we see it happening? Probably not. But obviously we will have to see what happens. We might see some changes in that area. But yeah, I'm hoping that we're going to see also less predictable this season. But yeah, if he does play on the right, good for Madueke, but I just don't see him playing on the right, to be honest. But let's just see what happens there. Big up Z. Can Madueke play tomorrow? Yeah, I am under the impression he can play tomorrow. He's been in training, so I do think he will be playing. Like, I'll be shocked if he didn't play. So yeah, I'm under the impression that he is going to play. And obviously, if he does play, I'd be excited to watch him. I think him and Gyokeres are the players tomorrow that I want to see, and I'm excited about watching. So yeah, I think he is going to be playing tomorrow. But like we said, if he's going to be a starter, if he's going to come off the bench, obviously we don't know what Arteta is going to do. Arteta might go for something different, so we're going to have to see what Arteta does in that game. But yeah, like I said, I'm excited to see who we are going to play tomorrow. Of course, guys, let me know your lineups as well, and I'll obviously read out your comments of the lineup. I do want us to go for something different. I want us to add a few more players in. I mean, I don't think Max Downing will start. I think Max Downing is someone that will come on off the bench like he has been. Obviously, Gyokeres, I think, should start. Hopefully, will start. I think Madueke will start as well, actually, guys, because he's actually got minutes, didn't he? He played the same amount of time as Gyokeres, or a little bit longer, so I'm expecting him to start as well. I'm hoping that we are going to see, I like it when the new signings start. Obviously, Kepa, I'll be honest with you guys, I'm not completely sure about him. I don't know if he can play. I can check as well while I'm chatting with you guys, and we can have a look at some updates. I'm sure if you guys do want to know, we'll hear some news about it tomorrow anyway. But yeah, there is I think Raya will start anyway. Raya's probably going to play a full game anyway if Kepa can't get any minutes. But yeah, I'm interested to see who we're going to play tomorrow. Obviously, let me know as well, guys, your score predictions and stuff. For me, I'm confident we'll win. I think we can do it. I think we'll win like 2-1, 2-0. I think it'll be a comfortable game, an exciting game. So yeah, I do think we'll do it. I think we'll win tomorrow, guys. But yeah, I think performances are so important. Like, it's all good, winning, but I think performances are good, and performances matter in these games, in these preseason games. So yeah, I am very excited to see how we're going to do in this game as well. And yeah, obviously pick up to chat, send any questions you guys have for me today, and I'm happy to obviously answer them and go through them as well. Like I said, I'll be on here for an hour and a half today as well. So yeah, obviously I won't be here tomorrow. I'm not sure. I'll possibly do a review later on, but yeah, obviously if you've got any questions, do drop them in. I'm happy to go through the chat as well. But yeah, obviously I would like to see Madueke. I don't know if we're gonna. I mean, Havertz, is he gonna start? I forgot about him starting. He could be starting, and if he does, fair enough. He's Martinelli on the left. But you've got a lot of options. I mean, obviously the players that I think might be leaving this summer, Kivior, maybe, Trossard, Zinchenko, Reece Nelson. So I think the players that aren't going to be here, you probably don't want to play them too much, because there's no point playing them if it's not going to be here. So I think it'd be good to give some other players a chance. Big up Z, who says 2-1 full-time Havertz and Martinelli. I would love them to score. I really would. I know I've had my doubts about them a bit in pre-season. I know they've not been like the best, but I do generally want them to do really well, and I want them to keep up their hard work and just finish their chances. And I think the left, we all know the predictability is our biggest problem, and we need to make sure that is something that we improve on next season. So yeah, I think for me, if we could work on that, if we could maybe bring them in, but at the same time, we could see Havertz in the lab. On the other hand, we could see Havertz starting. We could see Martinelli on the left, Madueke on the right. We could really change it and surprise us. So yeah, it's really difficult for Madueke, because I think with Saka, I couldn't imagine Saka moving wings. Saka is a player that would thrive anywhere, that would work hard anywhere. I'm sure Saka has played right back at one point. I think when Emery was here, he played there ages ago. So I'm not going to be surprised if Arteta does change things up. I mean, this is the time. If Arteta wants to change things up, do it now. Like, go for it now before the season starts. So I would really go for it. Yeah, Eze God, it does sound a bit funny, doesn't it? I really want Eze here, guys. Hopefully we can get him through the door. But yeah, this window has been a lot has been going on this window, to be honest with you guys. So yeah, I'm hoping that we're gonna get some players through the door. But obviously for the game tomorrow, I'm very, very excited. And obviously, you forget how quick the season's coming by. It's not long till the season starts, so I do hope we can get some players through the door by then. So hopefully, guys, we will. Obviously, I will read you my lineup again. I keep changing my mind, really, because I don't know what we're going to do. But obviously, I would go with Gyokeres up top. I wouldn't be mad if I just gave him 45 minutes. I just want to see him get a chance, because the thing is, I'm sure you guys are in the same boat as me, but when it's the first game of the season, I want Gyokeres to start that game. I don't know if Gyokeres doesn't play the full game, but in United, the first game of the season, you have to win that. I'd be very disappointed if we didn't win, so we have to build up his minutes. So for me, obviously I'll play Gyokeres up front. I don't know how to play on the left now. Let me just. The thing is, I don't know what Madueke would back on left, but I'll just go obviously Gyokeres, Madueke, Saka. I'll probably play Zubi, Norgard, Odegaard. Yeah, you'll sound the same. Zubi, Norgard, Odegaard, and then I would probably play maybe Ben White, Lewis Skelly, Kivior, and Mosquera, and obviously Ryan goal. So yeah, I don't know how. Obviously, I'm not sure at this moment as I'm filming this what if Kepa can play. I don't think Calafiori can play. I don't think he's been in training. So yeah, I think he's off bounds for this one. Big up Panache, big up yourself. Hey, big up so girl, you're looking pretty as always. Thank you so much, Panache. I always love your support, and always good to see you in the chat, and hope you're having a great day. big up to Lavender. To be honest, I'll be disappointed if Gyokeres does not start tomorrow. Yeah, I will. I'll be disappointed too. I think he should be starting. I think if we want to build his minutes up, he just have to start. But I don't expect him to start. I'm not confident he's going to start, to be honest with you guys. But we can hope and pray. We can be positive and hope that he will start. But yeah, I'm not too sure either if he is going to start. Talking of Villarreal, do you remember watching the Champions League game semi-final tie against them back in 2006? Was some tie against... I don't think I watched it then, to be fair. The other thing with Villarreal, I just think of that semi-final, which they knocked us out of. So I do think of amazing things with Villarreal. They did cause us a lot of heartbreak. We played them. It's weird because Emery was there, now he's not. I don't feel as bad playing up against them. But yeah, it's always weird when you play against that former managers and stuff. It just feels quite strange. But yeah, we've had some good and bad memories against them. People say, "Are you going to games tomorrow?" No, unfortunately, I'm not. I wish I was, but obviously, I'm away for a few days, so yeah, I'm not. Obviously, even if you're going to games, do have a great time, do enjoy yourself. Yeah, obviously, big game. I'm excited for the game tomorrow. Obviously, you play on Saturday as well, and then after Saturday, it's the season. I think like since the season ends, it's all gone so quick. I think we've all needed a bit of break though from Arsenal after last season. So, yeah, I wish I remembered. I think I was probably like 3 when it happened. That game, I was probably like 3. So yeah, I wish I do remember that. But I'll have to watch that game back on highlights though, because it does sound quite good. Yeah, so yeah, obviously, so as it going to game as well, so have an amazing time. I hope you all do enjoy yourselves, and yeah, I'm really excited for the game tomorrow. I hope we're going to see a few more players, like the young players, get a chance as well. But yeah, I'm excited to see how we're going to do. I mean, we lost against Spurs. I'll be honest with you, our last performance, I think obviously the second half was much better, but I just feel as though we look quite predictable, as we always have been in the season. So I think it's going to be good for us to see a few changes in the team. I think it'll be good for us to add a bit more of energy in the team. I think Arteta should make some substitutes a bit sooner when we need to. It's a pre-season game. I know it doesn't matter too much, but ultimately, you do want to have some fresh legs, fresh faces in the team, and give them a run out as well. So I'm hoping that yeah, we'll see that happen. But yeah, I'm interested to see how we are gonna react after the last game. I mean, it's weird. It's weird pre-season because everyone views it so differently. Like you never want to lose. When Arsenal play, I want us to win every game. But I think in pre-season, I think it's a bit different because in the league, in the season, or in the F Cup games or the Champions League games, when you lose, it's different then because that's when it matters. Now it doesn't really matter. But I think performances are most important because it prepares you for the season, how you're going to do, and testing the fitness, giving the young players a chance, playing new signings as well. So I think a lot goes into the new season from pre-season. So yeah, excited for the game tomorrow, guys. Like I said, let me know your predictions, and we'll go 2-1, 2-0 Arsenal. I think we'll do it, but I don't think it'll be like a walk in the park. I think it may be a little bit more difficult. But for me, as long as I think we have to sort of start preparing for the game against United, where that's going to be so tough. That's why I think Gyokeres should start. I obviously don't really know who our front three will be at the start of the season, so I'm interested to see what we're actually going to start at the start of the season, because obviously I'm not sure where Madueke is starting. Obviously, I'm not sure if Madueke is going to be a starter, a bench player. So I think tomorrow we might see really what Madueke can do for the team. But yeah, I do expect Saka to be a starter. I think our midfield will be, for the United game, I think that'll be quite a strong team. Zubi, Rice, Odegaard. So yeah, obviously I hope by that game we'll have made some new signings by then, but we'll have to see what happens. Big up 70 Gunner. You have to do the Gyokeres celebration, say Berta is cooking, to be a real super fan. You won't see me do that celebration. They've asked a lot about that, but you won't see me do that celebration. I mean, yeah, I just want us to win and do well at the start of the season as well. So hopefully we will. Hopefully, guys, we'll have a really good start to the season, and I'm sure we'll do really well. But yeah, I'm excited for the season ahead. I would like to bring in some new signings, but we're gonna have to see how we do get on in the start of the season. Obviously, big game against United, and then we have we've got a lot of other games after that to follow up. So yeah, I'm interested to see how we are going to do in these games, but. Yeah, I'm really, really excited. for sure. But obviously, big up to the chat. Obviously, if you've got any questions, do send them through. Like, I'll be on here about 7:30 today. Obviously, if you guys have got questions, do drop them in. And obviously, I hope you guys enjoy my show. I wish I was able to watch that game. I was probably like 3 at the time. Yeah, Lehman was a good goalkeeper. To be honest, if you look at the goalkeepers now, I do feel like Raya's a really good goalkeeper now. So yeah, I think Raya's our guy. I think Kepa's going to challenge him a bit. So yeah, I'm interested to see how well we are going to do in some of these games and seasons. So yeah, Lehman was great. I love David Seaman, but I think Lehman as well was very good. I don't think Lehman will ever get the credit he deserves. I've got something to be up, you guys. So we'll go through your questions now. Be up Gunner forever. Which player have you been impressed with so far? Oh, a good question. Obviously, Max Downs definitely up there. I think he's been really amazing to watch. I think he's obviously not letting his age get in the way. I just think he's really exciting to watch, and I just think he's an exciting player. Gives you that excitement. He makes you kind of jump off your seat when you're watching him. I think with the new signings, I think if I had to sort of talk about who I've been impressed with, I think Zubimendi I've liked so far. Obviously, it's hard because pre-season is so different to the actual season. When the season starts, that is when matters. But obviously, at the moment, Zubi's been good. I've enjoyed watching Norgard. I can't really judge Gyokeres or Masquera because they've just had like 15 minutes. I think if we're talking about players, not just like the ones we've signed, I think Odegaard's doing much better. I feel like his confidence is getting better. I feel as though he's enjoying his football again. So yeah, maybe Odegaard. But yeah, the new signings have been really good to watch, though, to be fair. Yeah, Gunners. You want your team to lose in pre-season so you don't forget the pain. You take that hit the regular season on fire. Yeah, that's what we need. We need that sort of fighting spirit. I mean, it's really weird. When we sort of lose these games in pre-season, like I wouldn't ever get really upset about it because it's pre-season. I want to win in pre-season, but when the season starts, that is obviously when it matters, and you don't want to lose the games in the league or whenever you're playing. So yeah, I think that is definitely when it matters the most. But yeah, I think it's really interesting to see how we are going to do in the league and in the pre-season in the league, and obviously pre-season's going now. But I think now it doesn't matter as much because obviously when you win the league you have to win so many games, and when you're in the FA Cups, all these competitions, you need it to matter then. So yeah, I agree with you, Kevin. I think we have to use that as sort of fire and motivation, especially if you know we don't win tomorrow or we don't win on Saturday. I think we'll win tomorrow. Obviously Saturday, I'm excited for that game at the Emirates. So yeah, let's just see how we get on. Who is your favourite player of all time? So, is it too obvious? People probably won't expect this about me. I mean, I've got a few players that I think I love of all time, and obviously Ian Wright is one of my favourites. I just love watching him play. I love David Rocastle as well from like the George Graham era. I think he loved Arsenal. He lived and breathed Arsenal. I think Arsenal is what it is today because of players like him. Obviously, Henry, the greatest of all time for Arsenal, like great striker. It's hard. There's so many players you would see as like in the underrated category or players that are being special. I think my childhood hero would definitely be Sanchez. So there's a few players that I've really loved. Sanchez was definitely Sanchez definitely my childhood hero, but I think my favourite player of all time was probably David Rocastle, Ian Wright, both of them, I guess. Henry. Let me know though what your favourite player is. I'd love to hear to those are watching as well your favourite Arsenal player, or if you're not an Arsenal fan, just say which Arsenal player that you liked over the years. Be it Ron, I'm looking forward to seeing Pepe. Do you know what? When I was doing like my thumbnail and stuff, I didn't actually realise he was there. I completely forgot. It'd be weird. It'd be so weird, won't it? I just think it'd be quite strange. I think it's always funny, like coming up against your old players and your old teammates. I think it'll be quite strange as well. But yeah, I'm really interested to see how we'll be. He might be up for it, obviously playing against Arsenal. So yeah, I'm really interested to see how this game's going to go for both teams. I think you want to win. You want to be in a positive mindset, getting a win. But yeah, I like Pepe. Do you know what? Pepe Arsenal, it was a weird one. I just think for me, it just wasn't consistent. And I just think that he needed him to be consistent. So I think for me, I liked him. He was a great goal scorer for me, but he never did it enough, which I think was the biggest thing. Which is obviously is a shame. But yeah, I did like Pepe at the time, but I think we all kind of knew as well as fans that it was probably the best thing to move him on as well. So yeah, it'd be weird coming up against him, to be honest with you. But yeah, I'm excited for the game anyway. Liam Brady, yeah, he was a great player. So many players that we've had, whether that's the George Graham era, the Wenger era, I think we've had so many greats over the years, and we've been quite lucky to have so many amazing players. But yeah, those are great players to talk about as well. Yeah, there's so many amazing players. We've been quite lucky. We've had a great history, and we've had some amazing players over the years. So it can be hard to pick that one player that you like. But yeah, obviously Pepe would be weird playing against him, but I'm excited to see how he'll be like, what it'll be like. But yeah, I'm happy for him. He's picked a good team. I'm sure he'll have a good season as well. Yeah, Pepe was another one. It's really weird with these players. Like, we've had so many players, recently, but with Pepe, he had another one who had a lot of expectation on his shoulders, and he never lived up to that. But I do. What I will say, I will be honest with you guys about Arsenal fans. I do think some of us can overhype players. I'm someone who gives them time, sees how it goes. But I think some players can get overhyped when they come to Arsenal. So I think we need to give players time and just let them settle into the club. So I think people can overhype players at a certain point. But yeah, I'm excited to see Pepe. It's always kind of nice to see a familiar face as well. But yeah, Liam Brady, big up to Kevin. Yeah, he was great. He really was. Big up to GK, and big up yourself. I rate Paraggio a few seasons ago. I would have wanted him still a quality player though. Yeah, there's new players that I would love to have at Arsenal now, but yeah, things have changed, things have moved on. But yeah, I look. We're talking about Santi Cazorla the other day. I love him. No, I did not do that celebration. I just don't do those type of celebrations, to be fair. But I do literally, when we score, we'll celebrate, and yeah, I'd be happy. But I don't really. I love Pepe at the time, though. I think it's just one of those things. But yeah, I worry for the midfield. Yeah, I think the midfield's a big problem and concern. I mean, there's not just you that said that. I think that as well. There's been quite a few people here in the chat that said that they're concerned a bit about the midfield. And I think that's quite reasonable, because we have got a different midfield. We don't know how it's going to go. It could be completely different last season. It could be better than last season. Only time will tell how we are going to do. But yeah, I hope we will do well. Obviously, big up to the chat as well. Big up to all of you that are here. Obviously, if you've got any questions, do drop them in as well. And please don't forget to hit the like button, and obviously do subscribe here if you're new around here as well. Villarreal should be a good test coming 6th in the Liga. They have mostly sold in the market and brought in loans and free transfers. We really are spoiled with the money in the Premiership spend. Yeah, absolutely. It'll be a tough game. It really will be. I've no doubt about that. Sanchez, as per me, he was one of the best players for Arsenal, and what he did Arsenal for 3+ years was phenomenal. I've been good since 03 season with players, but he's up. It's really hard, because I think if you mention Sanchez to any Arsenal fan, everyone's going to talk so highly of him, because he was an amazing player. It's sad how it ended. I think like when he went, and I knew he was gonna go. I was really heartbroken when he went. I'll be honest with you guys. That was my first sort of Arsenal heartbreak. I was really upset, and I thought to myself, do you know what? I can't remember at the time. I don't know who was up there for winning stuff, but I said to myself, I don't blame him for wanting to go somewhere to win something, and I could actually prepare myself for him going to like a Liverpool, Man City, or whoever was there at the time. I couldn't ever have imagined him going to United. I just didn't imagine him going to United. That surprised me, to be honest with you. I don't know why. I just didn't think he would go to United. He did say it was his childhood club, and in that sense, I do get that, wanting him to follow his dreams. But you can really see he regretted his decision straight away. Like, you can see he regretted going there, and yeah, I think you can see and that was a big regret of his. But I think even if he stayed, I don't think we'd have won stuff straight away. I just don't think he was. We didn't have the defence to win stuff. We had the attack to win stuff, but we didn't have the defence to go far, unfortunately. If he was in this team right now, then we would be winning so much. He would have helped us win so much. But yeah, Sanchez to me was I was in awe watching him. I think he was amazing to watch. So yeah, I do miss him sometimes, but he had to go. He did the right decision for him in his career. So yeah, I do. Yeah, I wish him well. No hard feelings now. Bergkamp probably. Yeah, he was so Bergkamp. It's hard to debate because if you said to someone who is the best Arsenal player of all time, it's a hard argument. People are going to say, I think a lot of people say Bergkamp, Henry. It's hard to decide. I think Bergkamp was so special, and yeah, it's so hard to pick that player of the greatest player in that era. His partnership with Ozil, seeing that duo, yeah, that was amazing. I know Virgil went a bit downhill with him and he struggled a bit, but that was amazing, that era. I did enjoy Ozil and Sanchez. They were amazing to watch. I didn't want Pepe being. I wasn't impressed with his overall game at Lille. He was a counter-attacking player. It's just hard. He wasn't consistent for us. He had his moments, but he never. Yeah, it just wasn't consistent enough. That's the problem. You have to be at this level. You have to week in, week out. You have to be consistent, and ultimately he wasn't. So yeah, that was his problem. But I do think Arteta could have played him a bit more. To be an Uber Sanchez was a wrong timing in this team. They helped us win. Imagine that Aubameyang in his prime now. He would have definitely won us stuff. Big up to GK. We don't have enough direct players that run at teams. Lack of midfield creativity, starting on the bench if Odegaard goes missing. Yeah, I think I do agree with you. We need more direct players. I think we had that a lot back then when I watched Arsenal. I think we need it more now, to be honest with you. And I do agree with what you're saying. I think when Odegaard's at his best, I think we're good. But when Odegaard struggles, we struggle a little bit. So yeah, I do think it's quite tough for us when we struggle with that position in the game. So yeah, I'm hoping that we're going to see us play more direct, to be honest with you. So hopefully, yeah, we will. That part of our game will help us for sure. But yeah, obviously, big up to the chat. It's a shame that Arsenal have lost that niche of taking players from Madrid, Barcelona, players that still wanted to win stuff. Yeah, yeah, I do think, to be honest with you, that it's a shame how things have changed. I mean, Sanchez was from Barcelona. I'm sure. I don't know if at the time. I think wasn't Ozil from Madrid at the time. So yeah, it's a shame now. I think we have that. We can't do that anymore. Why can't you get Martinelli prints on shirts? I don't know. I have no idea if that's true. I fear we won't sign Eze. It might get a Lookman. I wouldn't mind a Lookman, but I don't know if we're gonna get Eze. I don't feel as confident about us getting Eze now. But yeah, I just hope obviously I want a left winger. I want an attacking midfielder too. I think we need players to help us with creativity. As you mentioned, that is something that we struggle with. So I don't know honestly what will happen with us, what we are going to do. But I just hope that we bring in someone that can help us be more creative in the game. So yeah, hopefully that's what will happen for us. But let's just see how it will go for us. Obviously, guys, send through any questions you guys want me to answer. I'll be on here for a little while, so do send that through. I'm just going to get a drink and I'll be back in literally 2 minutes. So yeah, just stay with me, guys. I'll be back in a sec. Yeah, big up, guys. Just check you can hear me. Yeah, big up to all of you guys. I'm back now. Just fair enough, but yeah, don't have anything to say really about that. Let me just let me just go up to this one. I would start a first choice left back to get healthy competition in both midfield and left back for Skelly to challenge for. I do think competition is very important. I think in a lot of positions you do have to have competition. I think if you don't, then it's not great at all. I mean, Odegaard needs competition. I think on the left, I think we need just someone that can come in and help us in that position. So, yeah, there's definitely a lot of positions we need a bit of help in. I was impressed with MLS creativity in the final third when he looked for the killer pass. Didn't see it enough from Rice or Odegaard. Was safe for me. I do think we have a lot of players, unfortunately, that do play it quite safe. I think we need players that are going to take risks and be brave. Nani's a very direct player. He can beat his man. The only problem being his decision making and poor shot conversion, restricting hope for Arteta can unlock his potential. Well, that's our problem. We need players that. The problem we have is actually our final third. It's when we're in the box, what are we going to do? So that isn't great if he's not great at that. But whether or not that is the case, and whether or not he struggled there with Chelsea in that area, I'm willing to put it behind me and just see how it can go for him and give him a chance. I'm not going to judge him. He's not played for Arsenal yet, so I can't say anything on that, but I will give him a chance to see how it goes for him because I do generally want him to do really well. I love this comment, and that would have been a treat to witness Sanchez, Uber, Ozil. Oh, can you imagine? I've realised that we are Gyokeres injury away from the average attack we had previously. We might need a left winger who can play centre forward when needed to be. Yeah, we do have a problem because, as we said, if Gyokeres has an injury, then who is going to step up and take us over the line? Because I know we have Marino, we have obviously other players that can step up in that position, but you need players that are going to really get us over the line. I know Martinelli, Marino, Havertz can play it. Havertz can do a good job, but I don't know if he can get us over the line. Like I said, I think he's more of a squad player now, but I am hoping that these players can get us over the line next season, even if we have injuries. So, yeah, let's just see how it can go for the team. Nani leads in most progressive carries, which means he'll run at the defender if anything output comes out if it doesn't back him. Yeah, I think he will be. I think he will be a very direct player. I think we need a direct player. We don't have many direct players. I think we have players like that overthink things and we do look quite predictable. So I think we need quite a few changes in that position. So, yeah, I'm hoping that he'll just do really well here and be a breath of fresh air for us because we need that in our team right now. So yeah, hopefully guys we'll see a new change in this. Big up to the chat, big up to Jakey. I don't think he'll start anyway, just we lacked a replacement for Saka when he was injured. Well, I was thinking that myself, but I feel like why would we pay that much money for him if he's going to be on the bench? I don't think we would do that. I feel as though I think whatever we paid is going to be a starter or he's going to have a certain amount of times. So yeah, I don't think we would have paid like a little, like if we paid like 20-30 million, fair enough. But I think because we've obviously, we've paid that, I think it's going to be a starter. Guna Girl, thank you so much, Guna Girl. Like and subscribe. Thank you so much, Guna Girl, for your support. I know there's about 12 of you in here, so obviously guys, please don't forget to subscribe as well and like this video, and of course send any questions you guys have for me today. I'll probably be on here for maybe till 7:30 tonight, so yeah, like I said, I'm happy to answer any questions you guys have. I'm concerned Gyokeres has no competition as being new to the Premiership. He's not going to fear Kai, definitely not Jesus. Yeah, I think I do get that. It's quite hard because as fans, we know what we have hasn't been enough for us to get us over the line. What we've had hasn't really improved this team, so I feel as though he'll know that he doesn't have that competition. But I think he'll know that he's got players behind him. If he doesn't do good, he'll get dropped. So maybe he does have a bit of that in a sense. But I'm interested to see how he's going to do with this because, yeah, I just don't know how we're going to get on. I hope he does well. I really do hope that Gyokeres doesn't have any injuries. He hasn't had many injuries though, to be honest with you, throughout his career, so I think he should be okay. So let's just hope, guys, he has no injuries and he can start a lot of these games in the upcoming season. I really hope he can. So yeah, hopefully we will see him have a lot of minutes and be a starter for us. I really hope that because he's a great player and yeah, I can't wait. I am honestly so excited for the league. I can't wait to get started. I think it's going to be exciting to see how we are going to do in the league, in other competitions as well. But yeah, I think it's weird of competition. Like, if Gyokeres is injured, there are players that will step up and try and take his place. I think Havertz would be the guy, but I just don't think Havertz would be at the level of Gyokeres. We have Marino. I like Marino. He's obviously a much better striker as a midfielder, but we'll have to see how he gets on. Hopefully he'll do well. Fingers crossed. Big up to B&M. One thing is people should be patient with Gyokeres. Just like Haaland, he will have a super demon game, and other games he is quiet. Just hopes when that matters, he'll bring others to play. Yeah, I think it's a good point because I think every game is so different. There'll be games where he struggles with. I think the games where I think we need help is like the low block teams. I think those are the moments where we struggle. So I think we kind of need him to be in those moments then. But yeah, I think it's a good point because I think there'll be games like Haaland, like you said, Haaland struggled in certain moments. So I think as long as he can help out and do the best he can, I won't ever argue. I think we just need to see him do his best and help us out. So yeah, I'm excited to see how well he'll do. Can Lookman be an option for us? He can play left wing and centre forward instead, if needed. Sorry, yeah, I think he's definitely an option. I don't know if we're gonna, bring him to Arsenal, but I mean, I think there's been rumours about it, so I don't really know, if he would come. But yeah, I do think he would be a great option. I think we should go for it. To be honest with you, I think we should get him here, and hopefully we will. But the left wing is definitely something that we need to sort out because it's very predictable. We just struggle there. So yeah, hopefully you'll see us make some changes there. Score prediction for the game, if it's tomorrow's game, which I'm sure it will be, 2-1, 2-0 Arsenal. I think we'll win comfortably. I think it'll be a different type of game, but I don't see us losing this tomorrow. Obviously a draw wouldn't be the best result, but I'm just excited to see performances, to see who's going to be playing, who's going to be starting in these big games. So yeah, Lookman might materialise. I like Lookman. I think we need someone on the left to really help us out. But obviously, we'll see tomorrow how we do. I think in the last game we did look quite predictable, so I'm hoping we are going to see some changes there. I think we need some changes, to be honest with you. So yeah, obviously excited to see how we're going to do in that aspect. But yeah, I'm excited to see who we're going to bring to Arsenal. I think the window is going to be open till the 30th of August. So hoping, guys, we're going to make some more signings. Hopefully we're going to see some more players come through the door as well. But obviously only time will tell what we'll do. I don't know if we're going to leave things till January and see what happens then, but I wouldn't want us to do that in an ideal world. I'd want us to bring all these players through the door now and get it done. Yes, obviously I'm excited for the game tomorrow. Let me guys know how you're feeling about the game tomorrow. And obviously big up to everyone that's watching us at the moment. I appreciate your support. And yeah, send any questions you want me to answer as well when I'm chatting away. And yeah, obviously score predictions. Mine are 2-1, 2-0. Let me know your score predictions, guys, in the comments down below. I think we'll do it. I think, to be honest with you, it's more for me about the performance. I'd probably say to see how good Gyokeres can do. The midfield, how that's going to do, because when the season comes, that really is when it matters the most, and that's when you have to perform and be at your best. So yeah, I'm interested to see that aspect of the game and how we're going to do then. But yeah, I really hope we can just see a nice performance tomorrow, see a comfortable win, because the last game wasn't particularly great at all, was it, against Spurs? So I think as long as we're improving, as long as we're getting better and showing those improvements, I think, yeah, that's good enough for me. I'm hoping we will see that in the game tomorrow. Yeah, so I'm going to go see 2-1 Arsenal. But yeah, hopefully you'll get the job done, like I said, guys. But I think I'd rather us make these mistakes now and not do great now, and then when the season starts, I'd rather us win. So yeah, that's obviously when it matters, really. 3-0 Arsenal, I would love that. I would love a clean sheet, a comfortable win. That would definitely be really nice to see, but I wouldn't be surprised if we didn't see that. But yeah, we're gonna have to see how we do get on now. But I'm excited for the game. Yeah, 3-0 would be good. Someone said 3-1 before as well, so that would be a great win. Yeah, my prediction is 3-1 Arsenal. Hopefully Gyokeres gets a goal at least. I would really love to see players that are Martinelli or Havertz that have been a little bit underwhelming pre-season get a goal. I think that would be really lovely to see. So yeah, I'm really interested to see how that will go. From the few games I've seen with Gyokeres, yeah, but you've only seen him play for 15 minutes. You can't judge Gyokeres right now. He's not played much at all. I'll have to find out this because I'm not too sure. I don't watch too much of the academy, to be honest with you. As I'll set and name the squad and decide what kids. I don't think he's decided. I will have to check for you though. I'll let you know for next time. But yeah, I don't think he's named which players are gonna after youth is gonna stay. But yeah, I'm interested to see it. I mean, we've mentioned this before when I did my earlier video today about the academy. These youth players, about which ones of them are going to be here next season, which one of these players are going to start. So yeah, I'll be very interested with that to see actually what will happen with their Madueke is our best signing. Well, I personally think none of us can really say at the moment who our best signing is because you've not really seen them play when it matters. I think in the league, I think that is when you can really say, I mean, I think when it's January time, you could really judge the players then and say, you know, we've done good so far, but I think at the moment you can't really judge because the season hasn't started yet. So I don't think you can say our best signing is yet, but I'm sure Madueke will be a good signing. Whether he's a starter, whether he's a player that comes off the bench, I'm sure he will, do really good. But I am hoping he does well. Really hope he does well. I hope he can get us a lot of goals, and I really do hope he does good. I hope all these signings do really well. Whether or not, like Kepa as well, I hope Kepa does well. With Kepa, like I said, I don't know how many games he's going to start. I don't know if he's going to be a player that gets minutes of the cup games. I don't know how long he'll get, but I'm interested to see how he will do, and hopefully he'll do really well here. Be Arsenal supporter says I'm rooting for Madueke. Yeah, me too. I mean, obviously you guys will know of Madueke. I have had reservations. I have been unsure, but I do believe he will give his best for Arsenal. I do believe he will work his hardest to help us win things. So yeah, I do think he's got a fresh sort of mindset coming to Arsenal. So I've no doubt he'll do really well when he comes here. Yeah, I'm not going to talk about it, but yeah, 2-1 Arsenal. I think so. I think I wouldn't be surprised if we conceded, but I do think we'll probably we'll win this, but I don't think it'll be like a comfortable, easy win. I think it'll be quite a close one. But yeah, I do think we'll get the job done, and yeah, I think. Like I said, performances to me really matter in these moments, and that's all I'm really truly bothered about. But obviously, getting the job done would be nice to get a win. Obviously, I think it's just about seeing these players get a chance and seeing these players, do what they can do in these games. I'm happy we're not playing another Premier League team. I do want to play teams that are sort of out of the Premier League, but I guess it's good to play Premier League sides ahead of the season, getting that experience as well. So yeah, excited obviously to play Villarreal. I think we'll do good, but obviously we all want to see the Maduekes, the Gyokeres as well. So hopefully we'll see these players get these chances as well in these games. I'm excited for the game tomorrow. So you guys know it'll be 6 o'clock kickoff as well. I will let you guys know if I'll do a review tomorrow. Obviously, it won't be like a live one. I'll probably have to do it on my phone, but I will try and do one tomorrow. But like I said, I hope you guys obviously are enjoying my show tonight as well. I'll be on here for a bit longer tonight. And yeah, if you guys have any questions, do drop them in, and I'm happy to chat with you guys, answer any questions. And obviously, guys, please do make sure you're liking and subscribing as well while you're watching this, as that would help me out very much. Noni was the most effective when beating his man down the right and then feeding Palmer, or Palmer feeding him with a through ball. Hopefully, Odegaard and Ranieri can form a partnership. Yeah, I do want to see more of Ranieri, to be honest with you. I mean, last season's interesting because Ranieri did actually play a lot and then he sort of stopped playing, and I was a bit confused with that. I don't know if Arteta was cautious of his minutes because I think he was like 17 at the time. If Arteta didn't want to play him too much, and I don't know. I think Ranieri could have played a bit more, and Ranieri does have a high ceiling. He's very good. Obviously, Odegaard as well. I think Odegaard will be back to how he was. I do want him to improve every season, but I do think he'll be back to the Odegaard that we all know, to be honest with you. So obviously I do hope that will be the case because Odegaard is great. I think with Odegaard, I do want to see him get more goals. So I think he needs to get more goals and help us score more, because that's what your attacking midfield is going to do. That's what you buy these players for in the attack, to score goals. So I'm hoping he can really do that and step in. So yeah, I'm excited, obviously, for the game tomorrow to try new things. So Arteta can give some of these players that haven't had a lot of game time some minutes as well. So yeah, obviously we're excited to see how it's going to go for us. But yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if maybe we saw like a Madueke on the right, maybe Martinelli on the left. I mean, if Arteta is wanting to play Madueke on the right, I would probably try it now than when the season starts. You have to try things now. But I also do get when the season starts, it is a lot more difficult then. So yeah, interested to see how that will go for us. I really am. But yeah, we have to try new things now. Go for it now before the season starts. Now is a chance to try new things, I would say. So yeah, interested to see how we will do. Big up to Lumen and be it yourself. Obviously, if you guys are new here, don't forget to subscribe and comment down below. I'm happy to go through your questions, but always good seeing you people in the chat. Look us on your sides as you won't face Sesko. You know what, Sesko, I'm interested to see where he's actually going to go. I'm happy we didn't get Sesko in the end because I don't think he would have been that guy for us. I mean, I think he would have helped us, but even with Gyokeres will help us. I don't doubt that, but we need more players through the door as well. So yeah, I think we'll do good. But it'd be funny though if we played United on the first game of the season and they had Sesko. That'd be quite funny, to be honest with you. And yeah, I think it'll create a bit more rivalry in that game. So yeah, I'm really excited for that game. United have improved a lot, to be honest with you, since last season. So yeah, I think they'll be better. We need central midfielders desperately. I don't know. I think it's hard with the midfield. We just don't know how it's going to go. It could go really well. We could struggle. It's hard to know really, but I think we'll have to see how it goes this season. I feel like we may have regressed. I think it's hard because we know the midfield wasn't a concern last season because that midfield we've had for a little while and this midfield is new and it might take a season or two to adapt. We generally don't know how it's going to go. Like we could really struggle. We could do really well. As we said, we just don't know how it's going to go for us. So we've got to just hope it'll do. We'll be fine in midfield. But I do worry a little bit about our creativity. Is that going to be a problem? Are we going to do well? Are we going to be fine with our creativity? I think we have to. I think Odegaard. We have to rely on Odegaard this season. I always say I want Eze through the door too, but I think if we don't get Eze and we just have Odegaard, I think he really has to step up and. Not just with assists, but with other things in this game, with, scoring. I think Odegaard definitely needs to score a lot more. We need to see that part of his game develop and improve. So hopefully Odegaard is going to help us with that a lot. Fingers crossed he will. But yeah, it's hard to know at the moment how we're going to do in the season. Pre-season only takes you a certain point. Pre-season only prepares you with so much. So yeah, I'm interested to see how we are going to get on really. Throughout the season. So yeah, hopefully we will do well. We hoping that we can do good and that we don't have to worry about. But our midfield is going to be different. It's going to be different because we've got a different midfield. The attack is a bit similar, but we're probably going to see a few changes there. Probably for the better. We need a few changes there anyway. But yeah, I'm interested to see how we're going to get on then in that position as well. So yeah, really hoping that we can do well there in that game. Just give me guys 1 second. I just need to fix my light. Apologies, guys. I'm back now. I just wanted to try and go through these. Do you feel Rice is good enough as a single pivot to progress the ball between the lines? Yeah, I think with Rice, it's really interesting because I think he's a lot better kind of higher up the pitch in attacking sense. And I think now with Partey not being here, I think he's going to be quite different. I don't know how he's going to do really with Zubimendi. It's going to be interesting to see how he's going to do. I just think he's a lot better going forwards really than being more defensive. But he's good defensively. He puts in really great blocks and stuff. But yeah, I think that's a good point. Rice, I don't see his future in a deep role. Yeah, I don't see him as like a deep. Yeah, I see him more as like an attacking player. To be honest with you, so I'm interested to see how his role is going to be in the season coming up. Obviously, Mendy, how he's going to get on with Rice because we just don't know how it's going to go. We just don't know how our midfield's going to be. But I do feel as though with Rice, when he's been going forward, he does suit that and he makes us more exciting to watch. So yeah, I don't know how we're going to do with that. I feel like his carrying ability is his best attribute outside his defensive reading. Yeah, I do think he's much better attacking. Yeah, I'm interested to see really how we're going to do with him. But yeah, I think Rice will do good. I don't have any worries about Rice. I think we're just going to see how our midfield does get on next season because it's different, and we're just going to have to see. But I'm not like overly concerned about it because we have other options if it doesn't work. But yeah, let's see how it goes. But yeah, big up to you guys. Like I said, I'll be on here till 7:30 tonight. And like I said, I'm happy to now spend time answering questions. If you guys have any questions, send them through as well. I'm happy to go through them. I'm confused by the concern for the midfield as I see a lack of depth on the left. Well, the thing is, the midfield isn't our biggest problem. I think the left-hand side is our problem. I think to be honest with you, that's a problem. I think the left-hand side is a weakness. I've said it so many times, it looks so predictable, and we need to make sure that we're looking more exciting to watch. So it's really difficult. Like, I wouldn't say we have one weakness. I think we've got quite a few weaknesses, but if you had to ask me which is our biggest weakness right now, I would definitely say the left-hand side. I think the striker is definitely a problem, and obviously we've got a striker now. I'm hoping that we're going to do much better with our striker, but I do think we have pretty much a lot of concerns. Yeah, the midfield, we're just going to see how it goes. Let's go. AFTV should get people like you on. Too many bird of fate. I like Dan Potts and Cecil. Leave them guys alone. Yeah, I would go on it one day. I would. I've been to a studio before actually. I got invited down, and it's really nice. They're really nice people there. Obviously, big up to you guys. I'm just gonna go through your questions now. Yes, one here. Peru. I'm so proud of pronouncing your name. 5-0. Big up to this I don't want to pronounce your name because I know I'll get it wrong, but obviously big up to yourself. Fabrice, my new post, essay to Arsenal, here we go today. I will check his Twitter, but I do hope we will see a here we go. I think we need to see a here we go. I want to get some excitement back. There hasn't been any updates, unfortunately, but maybe we'll see it here we go later today. Let me just go through your comments now. Yeah, this isn't true. There hasn't been an update. I do agree. I just checked for Reach, so maybe he means later today. I don't know. I would love to see a here we go by Eze. I think the crowd will go wild. You know what's also crazy? Whenever I go away for like a night or two, there's always an Arsenal transfer update. So maybe tomorrow we might hear something. I totally agree. Sophie would only improve AFTV. I love AFTV. I watched them. I think they're great, and I would always, if I had the chance, I would go on. I mean, you can always go on after the game, so maybe go to Emirates one day, and I'll be on. It'd be weird being interviewed because I'm used to interviewing people on my channel, but for sure. 5-0 Arsenal win. Oh, I hope so. It'd be great if we won. Obviously tomorrow I want to win. But I think in pre-season, I think the performances matter the most to me. So hopefully we'll get the job done tomorrow in that game. And obviously the game against United, we want to get the job done as well. Yeah, I think coming soon. I'm hoping we're going to see an update coming soon. Fingers crossed, guys. We'll hear a here we go soon from Fabrizio Romano about Eze. That would be amazing to hear. A here we go. It's announced Eze is going to be an Arsenal player. I think we'd all want to hear that, but yeah, I don't know if we're going to hear that news. We're going to have to wait and see, guys. Obviously, hope and praying that we're going to hear that soon. But yeah, big up to yourself. Big up to all you guys that are here. Yeah, I hope we get Eze done soon. We all want Eze down. We want Eze to come to here. Nice time, everyone from Kenya. Big up to all of you guys. There's about 10 of you in here, so big up to you guys here. If there's anyone that's new here, please do subscribe here as well. And don't forget to like this video and get this to 30 likes if we can. But yeah, like I said, we'll read any questions you guys have for me in the chat. I rate Trossard. He may not be the best finisher, article left winger, but what we want, I feel like he's adequate enough. Yeah, I if I had the choice to keep him or to keep him on there, I would keep him. I think he would, and I think Trossard's more exciting to watch. I think Martinelli is more predictable, so I would keep him. But yeah, the left wing is our biggest problem. There's competition at left wing, no real competition in midfield. I do think you really need competition in all areas of the pitch and not just one position. I do think you really need quite a few competitions. I mean, the Odegaard competition, which I'm hoping that we're going to get Eze through the door. You need a lot of competition everywhere, so I do think that's healthy, especially if players, I mean, if Odegaard had a big injury this season and as they stepped up, that would do us good. So I think competition is really important. On the left, it's a big problem for us, I'd say. I think we need more competition there as well. I think there's a lot of areas in our team where we need competition, to be honest with you guys. The left wing, the striker, I'd say that's not a big priority for me. I think we're all good on the right. The Odegaard one, midfield. The left. Do you know what I will say is that the left back is actually maybe we could do with a bit of competition there. I think if we're being honest with Calafiori, I hope he does really well. I have faith in him, but his injuries are telling me otherwise. I feel like he's gonna be out again with injuries, so we just don't know how he's gonna do in the season. I hope he does well, but we just don't know how we will get on. We lack depth. We lack midfield depth more than anything. Yeah, I think that's a big point. I do agree with that. The depth is important, especially in the midfield. So hopefully we'll get us over the line. Hopefully we'll maybe in January window, maybe next summer we'll add more depth there. Who's competing with Rice and Odegaard? Don't tell me Mourinho and Havertz. Those are strikers to me. Well, that's the thing because. Let's imagine this situation. Say Zubimendi and Norgard are struggling and none of them can step in. He would actually come in. It would be Havertz or Mourinho, unfortunately. And I'm hoping it doesn't come down to that, but it might, guys. It might come down to it. Arsenal should announce the transfers themselves instead of giving the information to Fabrizio. Today's game is too much about money. I do think Fabrizio is very true because he has been right about so many things. So I do believe in Fabrizio. I don't think he would lie to us about stuff. So I do believe in him. Yeah, I agree with you. Left back as well. That's another problem. And we need a bit of a competition there. Left back is something that I think is hard because like, Lewis Skelly, I'm more than happy for him to start. I think he's great, but I think if Lewis Skelly had a suspension, if Lewis Skelly was struggling, he was going to step in and do that job. Calafiori would. And with Calafiori, I think he's a great player. I think he's got areas he needs to work on there. I think defensively, he does struggle. So we need left back, I would say. And that's a shame because we just got rid of Tierney and he was great. We've got Lavinger. Sophie, you should collab with Curtis Shaw TV. I do want to. He's a very hard person to get hold of. I'll email him again after this show, but I would love to get him on here. I do watch some of his videos, and yeah, it'd be great to get him on. But I know he's probably busy as well, so it's quite hard to get hold of him. But yeah, I would definitely get him on for sure. I would happily do that. But yeah, he is a great person. He's a good YouTuber as well. Still waiting for Eze. Big up to 9K. Yeah, Eze is taking a while, isn't it? I'm hoping we can get that done. But yeah, big up to you guys. I'm just going for your. If we get a top left back, it gives Rice and Odegaard competition. Yeah, I think competition is so important in this team at the moment. I think in some areas we're okay. I mean, obviously the right hand side I don't have too many problems with, but I know on the left, the midfield maybe, it's another story. So yeah, we have some areas we're okay and some areas we're really struggling. So it's very interesting to see how we are actually going to do. So I think we're just going to have to hope we can do really well in the season when the season starts. I think for me, if I had to pick areas that I think we need competition in, I would say the left wing is something that obviously I've said it so many times on here. We look too predictable. So the left wing for me is the one I'd say. The midfield I'd probably say we could do with maybe. It really depends on how we do, but I think because we've got Norgard, I think we could be okay. Right back, I think we're okay. We've got Timber, Ben White, so I think right back's okay. I'd probably say the left hand side. I think with a striker, I do think we could do with a striker, someone that could be a backup, like a really good backup to Gyokeres. So I'd probably pick the left hand side, left wing, left back, and a striker, and midfield. It's like this is sort of position. So 3 left backs and only 1 proper striker. I think the thing is that also you forget with Zinchenko, he can play midfield, but I don't think we're going to see him in midfield because I think we would have seen him play there by now, and ultimately we haven't seen him play there. So, like I said, if Arteta would have wanted to play him there, he would have by now. But I think if we're going to see Zinchenko play anywhere, it would be at left back, which I'm not really surprised at. So, yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if we saw him playing that position, but yeah, it'd be interesting to see what we'll end up doing with Zinchenko this summer. I know he's been linked to other teams as well. So yeah, I'd be interested to see where he ends up going. But we have technically at the club we've got Zinchenko, Calafiori, Skelly. I think we should move on to some of these players. Jesus, Havertz, Mourinho, who else played striker and did well? Yeah, do you know what? If I'm being honest, guys, Arteta hasn't actually brought in many attacking players over his time here at Arsenal. I know we had Marquinhos, Sterling, obviously Jesus, Havertz, Mourinho, Trossard, obviously now Gyokeres. So we've not had many attacking players, but I don't think a lot of these players have done particularly great in that position. To be honest with you. So hopefully, guys, we will see some more improvements in that area. So yeah, it's hard. Yeah, Trossard as well. I think Trossard, if I'm being honest, like out of all the players that we have brought to Arsenal in the attacking players, I would say Trossard's been up there. He's been so good. A big player, Trossard. Mourinho is interesting. Mourinho is a lot better. I think we all know this as an attacking player than a midfielder. So yeah, I'm interested to see how these attacking players are going to do. Like I said, we don't have the best record with attacking players. Marquinhos, it was really weird with Marquinhos because I'll be honest with you, when we signed him, I had no idea who he was, and I don't think he got a chance. Maybe Arteta didn't think he was good enough. It's a really interesting one with him. I don't really know why it went so bad with him, but we got rid of. He's moved on now anyway. But Sterling wasn't great. Sterling I don't know what happened with Sterling. I think he's maybe lost his hunger a bit in the game, or maybe he just didn't suit us. Maybe he just needed to go somewhere else and do better. So yeah, I think for me, Trossard for me, Havertz is a good player, but he's not a game changer. But yeah, we've not actually brought many attacking players in. I know Havertz, Mourinho, Jesus. I think Jesus has been a good player, but I don't think he's been what we've expected. I think we've expected more, and he's not being that. So yeah, it's been a really interesting one for me with him. But yeah, I think we've just got to make sure that we bring in the right attacking players going forward. Let me just go through your comments. I agree. For a bench player, he's definitely your best attack off the bench. Yeah, I think if that's about Trossard, I completely agree. We don't have many impact players after quality of the bench. Yeah, I completely agree. That's definitely something that we're really struggling with. We don't have any we don't have game changers really, to put it kind of, in the way you're saying it. We don't have players that will come off the bench and that will make that impact. I mean, you can use this as an example, like for Chloe Kelly as an example. We know she'd come off the bench, she'd create a chance, she'd assist, she'd make it look more exciting. And I don't think we have that in the team, which is a big problem. We need that in the team. We need something more exciting as a team. So yeah, I do feel as though, yeah, we have that problem at the moment, really. Maybe Arteta is waiting on late window loans moves to fill the gaps. Do you know what, I'll be honest with you guys, if we loan someone, I wouldn't mind. I think as long as they're going to get us over the line, if they're going to get us, where we need to be, because we need to just win the league this season. We need to win something. So if we brought someone in and they just helped us, win the league or win something special, I think that's what I'd be happy about. So yeah, I just want to go up and check if not. Big up to Good Friends, so I missed this one. Great show. Thank you, obviously, for your support. Big up to you guys as well that are watching this. Please don't forget to like and subscribe as well. And send some questions before I end the show in about 15 to 20 minutes time. That's why I feel like as a left wing he's quite good enough. I think Trossard. Let me see how much Trossard was. I think Trossard's been worth every penny. I think he has been a really good signing. See, 27 million Trossard was that. I can generally say that was a good bit of business from Arsenal bringing Trossard in for that price. I mean, I know at the time I think we're all rooting for Madueke, but I can generally say that has been a really good signing. I do think he has done really well here, and even now, I mean, he's been here for a few seasons now, hasn't he? When did he join? 2023. So he's been here for a good amount of time. I'd say that he is a solid choice to have, whether or not he's a starter, whether or not he's someone that will be a bench player. I think he's a good option. I think he can give you a good performance, and yeah, he puts everything for the squad. He'll work really hard, so I think he's definitely a really good option to have in the team. And yeah, and whether or not if he moves on now, I do wish him well. He's been a great player at Arsenal, and yeah, I do love Trossard. I think he's been a solid choice to have in the team. Martinelli, I think he's just struggling a bit. I'm not sure why, but I hope he goes back to how he was as a player because Martinelli is a good player. He can be very good. He's just struggling with confidence and yeah, the left hand side we've all established needs to definitely improve. Obviously, I'll be ending this at past, so about 10 minutes. If you guys have any questions you want to send in, obviously before I end this in 10 minutes time, feel free to send any questions. I'm happy to answer them as well. I will let you guys know as well my social media about the content I'll do next few days. I'll try and do a review tomorrow as well. And whether that's a pre-recorded one, I will try and do that. Obviously Epic Games tomorrow we're excited for, but like I said, if you guys have any questions, do send them in as we'll end this in about 10 minutes time. But yeah, any questions, drop them in, happy to answer them. Big up to Ron. Looks like Sterling is moving to Fulham permanently. Arsenal might be able to load a Chelsea centre midfielder as they sport for choice. I didn't know Sterling was going to Fulham. I think Sterling would actually suit maybe like a lower team in the league, like not like a top 4, top 6 team. I think he'd probably suit Fulham. I think he's a good footballer, but I don't think he's at that high level anymore at like Arsenal or Man City or whoever he's at. Interesting seeing Saka going to Sunderland. I would have held him another season. Yeah, I think with Saka, like when he left, I thought it would have been nice to see him for another season, but ultimately, I think it was sort of like an end of an era because it was with Xhaka. It was a very confusing one because he went through so much at Arsenal. Whether or not we all agree what happened, I think he needed to go. I think he had his welcome at the end. He had that support at the end from the fans, and he was loved in the end. But yeah, Sunderland will be interesting to see how he will do there. Bundesliga has some interesting midfielders. Yeah, Bundesliga really do. I know Trossard's been linked to Borussia Dortmund as well. I'm interested to see if Trossard actually where he's going to go. But obviously the season will be starting soon. The window shuts soon, so we have to get things done soon if we can. But yeah, I'm interested to see how that will go. What's your left back? I wouldn't say no, but I don't know really. I don't know. I mean, at the moment, do you know what? If I was Arteta, do you know what I would have done? I would have kept Tierney for another season, and I would have got rid of Zinchenko. I don't know why Zinchenko is still here, guys. I think he needs to be moved on. But yeah, I wouldn't say no. I don't know what I think of him really. He left on a high, definitely. Yeah, he did. I think with Xhaka, I think it's really weird. Like with that incident happened, I thought he should have gone then, but then obviously he came back in the team and he did better. So I'd say I really did get better out of Xhaka, which I'm really happy about. You can improve players, you can get better out of them. So I'm happy that it ended in that way with Xhaka. But yeah, it'd be interesting playing against him, seeing him at Sunderland, how he's going to do there as well. But I'm excited for this chapter of his career as well, see how he does. Cats or dogs? I like dogs, but I do prefer cats. I have a cat, so yeah, I prefer cats. I don't know, to be honest, much about him, but I'm sure people in the chat might know actually about him. Obviously, as well, Ramsdale's gone to Newcastle. I'm excited to see how he does that. I think he's worked for Eddie Howe as well, so I'm really excited to see how he does there as well. So yeah, we've definitely seen some interesting transfer window signings so far. I think this window has been very exciting to watch. I think we've seen many exciting things happen. Yeah, that would be a bad idea. Arteta needs to be tough on the deadwood and have them train with you. I bet you a lot of 221s are better than some of these players that we have that aren't really starters anyway. So yeah, I wouldn't be surprised, to be honest with you. With that, yeah, I do want to see more of the academy, as you said, get more chances as well. They do deserve more opportunities for sure. So hopefully, that will happen as well. Fingers crossed, because we do have a great academy. We've got great players coming through the door as well. So yeah, I'm interested to see how we're going to get on as well. But yeah, I will be ending this, guys, in about 5 minutes. So any last questions you have for me, do quickly send them through. And I'm happy to go through them before I do end the show. Like I said, I might be doing a review tomorrow, like on my phone. So I probably do one later on tomorrow night if we've got a chance. Obviously, big up to the chat here. I've enjoyed chatting with all of you tonight, and obviously big up to those that watched my show this morning or in the afternoon. Sorry. Great to chat with you guys then. Obviously, when there is breaking news, I will come on here straight away. I'm hoping that we're going to hear some news pretty soon about Eze, some more news. I just missed the games where we didn't know anything about the signings one day and the play just turned up. There was a signing that came out of nowhere. Was it that Matty Ryan? It was a goalkeeper that just came out of nowhere. I hate to say it, I'm not the most optimistic this season, but all we can do is give it a go. Yeah, I do wonder this season, because we've got quite a few new signings, is it going to take us time to gel? Are we going to need another season to gel, or are we going to do really good straight away? Are we going to do really good? So, yeah, I think for me, it's going to be interesting to see if it's going to be like a transition season, or we're going to hit it off straight away. I'm going to be interested to see how we do get on in the season. It's really hard, right? Because with Partey, I think it's awful what he's done, and I don't like to talk about him too much, but I know you guys have said things in here, so it's tough to sort of talk about him. So I can't talk about him because what he did was completely wrong. But in the midfield, I do agree our midfield will be different next season, but I think we've got the tools we have now to do really well. But let's just give it time and see what happens. But yeah, I do think I can't get my head around the fact he's at Villarreal. I think that's awful after what he's done. Yeah. Thing is, I don't want to speak about too much because, it's nothing I want to talk about. But yeah, I just think it's awful what's happened, really. And, I do feel bad for those girls that have gone through that. But yeah, I won't speak too much about him. I wouldn't have ever done a video about him going to Villarreal because I think I've got my opinion on it. But yeah, he has gone. It is true, but obviously I know people are going to speak. It's hard because Partey was an Arsenal player for such a long time, and for being honest, I don't think he should have been at Arsenal when this stuff happened. And like I said, I'm not gonna say too much about it just because of stuff. It's not good what happened at all. But yeah. Our midfield hopefully midfield will be good anyway next season. I do hope that we will be much better next season, and yeah, we need to win something next season. I think we'll agree on that, so hopefully we will. I think Arsenal are lucky in the teams outside the Champions League have not sustainably strengthened and in some cases weakened. Yeah, there's been a lot of clubs that have done better than some clubs that have weakened. I think in the top four, I think Chelsea have done good. I definitely would say you've seen other teams around you do well at Liverpool, so I don't know. Obviously, I'm not being catched up on Man City what they're doing, but interested to see what stuff they're doing as well. But yeah, obviously, big up to you guys. Thank you all for watching my show today. I'm happy to answer any questions quickly, but I will be ending this in a minute or two as I've been here for about an hour and a half. But I did want to have a nice chat with all of you guys about the game, about a lot of stuff. Obviously, I'm happy to answer any questions you guys have for me about Arsenal. Yeah, so obviously big up to you guys. Hopefully tomorrow we'll get a win. We'll see Gyokeres, we'll see Madueke, we'll see some of our signings, and we'll put in a better performance because these last performances haven't been great. Obviously the Spurs game wasn't great at all from us. So hopefully guys, we'll see some more convincing performances and we'll see a good win. Hopefully we'll get a clean sheet. I'm not bothered about a clean sheet, but it'd be nice if that we got one for Raya. But hopefully we'll get the win tomorrow. Hopefully we'll see really exciting performances. But yeah, thank you all for watching my show today. I've generally enjoyed chatting with all of you. My next live show will probably be on Friday, possibly, because I'll be back on Friday. So hopefully, yeah, I'll be back then doing more stuff then. But obviously, I'll probably do some pre-recorded videos in the meantime. But thank you all for watching my show today. I've generally had a lovely time chatting with all of you. Please do make sure you're liking this video and please do make sure you've subscribed to it if you haven't already. Big thank you to all of you that have tuned in today. I really appreciate your support. And yeah, have a lovely day, night, evening, wherever you are in this world. And I will speak to you very soon. Bye, guys.